It's a close one, nearly got me. Beautiful capital city of Morocco, Rabat. And one thing I've become obsessed with is the Moroccan tea. Just so nice. I'm just hoping as I get further down, I don't accidentally get caught up in a massive wave flying over.
I have made it to the capital city of Morocco, the surfing paradise, culture-filled city of Rabat.
Welcome to the beautiful capital city of Morocco, Rabat. And the first point of call on this trip to Rabat is here in the Andalusian Gardens. It's just a free park, you can just walk in, and it's right on the edge of Rabat, very close to the beach. And it's actually very, very busy. There's lots of people here, lots of locals, a few tourists as well. But it's a beautiful garden. All sorts of different plants, fruit in the trees, and it's surrounded by these huge walls, almost like fortification walls. Lots of birds as well. It's very noisy. But yeah, it's a beautiful start to my day. Been doing some wasp watching. It's always fun. So yeah, I'm going to head out of the gardens now and head more around the port because there's a lot more to see around here, I think, so that's my plan. In fact, there's a lot of insects in here. There's so many birds. But yeah, it's a really nice little garden actually. But around here I think we have a beach, there's a lighthouse apparently, more things to see, so I'm going to head around this part of Rabat. And then I'm going to head in towards one of the old markets. I mean, it's Morocco, of course, it's markets. Everywhere there's markets. I'm interested to see if there's any difference in the Medina here compared to Fez and Tangier. I think Fez is known to have the biggest, the most elaborate, the oldest. But you don't hear much about Rabat, even though it's the capital city, which is an interesting thing. Normally the capital cities are the hub of a country, whereas here, it doesn't seem to be that way. I think Fez is the cultural capital, Casablanca is the economic capital.
After leaving the gardens, I wanted an outside view of the Kasbah. The beautiful Andalusian Gardens are encased in these huge walls, which are impossible to miss as soon as you're near the sea, as they look down on the nearby beaches. So after I explored the grounds, I wanted to get this viewpoint for myself, and I headed up towards the top of the Kasbah.
So I'm heading towards the Rabat Kasbah, which is a big fortification here. And I've been told it shuts in 1 hour, this entire area. As I've had before, these little tiny streets of white walls, it's all very confusing and look the same. So just looking around, I'm not sure where I'm going. Now there's a guy coming after me. I did have somebody walk after me, doing the normal, showing me a certain door or telling me a certain fact, so they'd be my tour guide then. But this one isn't as confusing as other ones I've been to so far, so I'm definitely okay with this one. But I was told in the entrance to this area, it's only one way, so I had to go through the little confusing side streets, which I think might have been a bit of a ploy. They sends one of his friends to sort of look after me, and then they get their tip. Again, it is helpful if you need one to get a guide. It depends if you want one or not. If you don't want one, just wander around. It's not too confusing sometimes. I thought it was going to be a cooler day today, hence why I've got a shirt over the top of my t-shirt, but yeah, it's really nice. Really warm and sunny again. I've come at a very good time, I think, here to Morocco. I'm just walking down some stairs. I'm just guessing, really. I can see the edge. So I'm going to see if there's a nice view here or not. this area may be closed within an hour, like the man said before, maybe because it's a weekend, but equally, you never really know. But I'll just take their word for it and be done here within the hour. I'll just explore as much as I can. But again, it's so clean. Everything's so crisp. It's really impressive. I've definitely found the main part of the Kasbah now, as you can see by the people who are here. Yeah, there's some good views. Have a look around, try and get the best viewpoint I can of the whole city. Yeah, plenty of people up here now. It's a weekend as well, so it'll be even busier than normal. So it's clearly a bit of a surfing paradise around here. Lots of surfers down there, but it's maybe want to go down to that low level, get close to the water, go see the lighthouse as well. So try and make my way out of the Kasbah area now. There should be a few ways down, I'd have thought. And I definitely think that entrance, exit thing before was definitely just a ploy, because it's just the road right next to me now. And there's no reason for it to be an entrance only, exit only. So I think they sort of sent me there into the confusing part of the Kasbah. I then sent one of the friends to be my guide. Yeah, it's a good try. It's a new one for me anyway. But it makes you think. You can't fault their attempts to make money. That's just the name of the game, isn't it? But yeah, I think when you're a solo traveller as well, you might get a bit more, could seem a bit more confused or lost. So I've got to try and blend in a bit more.
This is the way I came from the Kasbah viewpoint, which I was told was a one-way system when I arrived. Instead, I was told I had to go up these stairs and through the complicated side streets, which again becomes more obvious that it was an attempt to make some money from me.
The closer I get, these are some big waves. There seems to be a section where people are surfing, where the waves aren't as big, and then next to it there's some huge waves. So I'm guessing that area isn't allowed to be surfed, or maybe it's too dangerous, but that sea air, it's so nice. I think after being in Fez, where it's all quite close because it's so windy and like a maze, like I said, it's nice being back by the sea. I'm going to get down a bit closer, see if I can get as close as I can to some of the waves. Yeah, Rabat's not what I expected it to be, I must admit. It's not the nicest beach I've ever seen. There's quite a bit of litter actually down here. But again, there's some big waves. Can't see it too much from that angle, but I'm gonna go around and have a little bit of a closer look. But yeah, there's not many people on there here either. Obviously it's winter, so it's not as busy anyway, but I don't think this would be a huge attraction as it is as a beach. I think there's plenty more across Morocco that people would choose to go on instead. Sort of feels a bit like a corridor of chaos behind me, because the waves batter against the rocks right here. There's lots of wet on the floor from when it's come across. And the further I get down here, the worse it gets, especially at the very far end. A lot of spray comes across. Yeah, on the side behind me where the big waves are, that's not where people are surfing, whereas to the right of me, it's over here, there's a lot more. It's far too dangerous. On the left of me over here. It's all very fun. I'm just hoping as I get further down, I don't accidentally get caught up in a massive wave flying over. The close one nearly got me. I saw it coming, that's why I quickly started filming. I imagine if you are a fan of surfing, this is a great place to come. I have never surfed in my life, so it's wasted on me. The same when I was in Siargao in the Philippines, another surfing paradise. It always looks great to me, the waves look good, but I have no idea what's a good wave, what's a bad wave. And if I'm honest, I haven't really got much of a want to start surfing. I love the water, I love being in the sea, but in terms of surfing, it's never really appealed to me that much. But I'm sure once you can do it, you know what you're doing, it must be really fun. So, any people who love surfing out there and in the area, Morocco might be a good place for you to come. We're going to head back into the centre of Rabat now, back to near where the Kasbah was. I'm going to head into one of the local markets. So one mainly to do with food and spices rather than like ceramics and clothes. And for once I was trying to blend in and not just wear shorts and t-shirts. I'm absolutely boiled. Again, it's only probably about 20 degrees, but I'm so warm all the time. I have shorts on, of course, and I have a t-shirt underneath this, but I think now I've sort of committed to wearing this. I'm going to keep going with it. And probably because it's the warmest part of the day and I'm walking uphill now, but I am feeling it.
I headed to one of the local food markets. This seemed to be more for the locals as I didn't see any other foreigners around, but it was interesting immersing myself in this part of the culture. After that, I continued my journey through Rabat, where I headed towards more modern areas of the city.
So it's in a very metropolitan area of Rabat at the moment. It's all very new, very clean. Yeah, it's a really nice area. I'm on my way slightly out of the centre because there's quite a few monuments and things to see condensed in one area just outside of the main part of Rabat. Just trying to walk down a road which leads to the royal palace, but I was turned away. It's not entrance to the palace itself, it's just a road. And there was numerous other locals using the road just as normal, and they were allowed in, but as soon as they saw me I was told I wasn't allowed in. I don't really know why that is, to be honest, but yeah, we keep moving, I guess. To be honest, it's not the first time something like that has happened today here. Even before, when I was walking through the market, I had my camera out, I wasn't even recording, but I had numerous people telling me no and no, and like sort of getting a bit angry with me, but I wasn't even recording at that time. Obviously I was recording, but that was actually before that, because I didn't know you can't record. And there's been a few other comments here and there. And that's not me saying it's right or wrong, it's just merely an observation of the day. I've perhaps not felt as welcome as I have in other places of Morocco so far. And again, they have every right to tell you not to do things, it's where they live. I don't want to upset anyone or offend anyone. But yeah, just maybe not as welcomed as other places. But I've seen plenty of palaces in the past anyway, so.
After leaving the royal palace area, I walked past the Chellah, a 14th century necropolis, one of the iconic images of the city.
Just next door to that archaeological monument, the Chellah, is this big park, the King Hassan Park. So it seems like a good place to have a relax. But that archaeological site, the Chellah, it's closing very soon. So I would have been in and out too quick really to sort of take it all in. And one thing I've become obsessed with is the Moroccan tea. It's just so nice. I'm not a tea drinker, so even in England, I don't have cups of tea. I just don't get it. I like a coffee, but never have tea. But here, with a lot of meals, they'll just give you a little glass, like a little shot glass almost, of the Moroccan tea. Oh, it's so nice. So then I'll ask for more refills because it's really, really good. But what I've noticed is all the different things you can see here in Rabat, it's all quite close together, which for a capital city is pretty rare. I think a lot of people think Marrakesh is the capital city, but it's not. Rabat here is. It doesn't feel like a capital city, I will say that. It's not as busy as most of the capital cities are, especially in such a big country like Morocco.
After heading back through the city, I headed to a little local restaurant. Like with many places, I want to eat where the locals do, and this place seemed perfect, where I settled down with a chicken couscous. This call to prayer is an iconic sound you hear throughout Morocco 5 times a day. And with that, my amazing time in this diverse city has come to an end. But my Morocco journey continues. Check out some more of my videos and subscribe to the channel.